Hi there. My name is Melissa Langridge, and I'm one of your NU reference librarians here to discuss Snazzy search tips that you can use and apply in our research databases so that you can find the best information quickly and efficiently. This is part of a student success series that's in partnership with the Academic Success Center in the library. So if you ever need anything, please do not hesitate to contact one of us. So today what we're going to do is start on the library homepage. Please know on library.niagara.edu, of course, you don't have to go through MyNU, that there is a librarian available for you over 90 hours a week. Of course, you can contact me now that we know each other, but it is right here on the homepage. Chat is online in orange. Once you click on that button, you can instantly connect with a librarian. It's the quickest way to have your questions answered. Of course, if it's a blue button, that means that the librarian's not online, but it sends an email to us, and we will guarantee get back to you within 24 hours. So, starting here, in the black bar menu on the library homepage, you are probably used to going to the research tab here and then selecting databases A to Z. But I've heard from students that it's overwhelming to take a look at our 120 different databases that are listed in alphabetical order, okay? So by the time you get to maybe Statista, for example, to find statistical research in charts and graphs, which I do love that database, it would take you a really long time if you weren't familiar with it, if you didn't take a class in the library. So what I want to show you, though, is under the research tab, it would be easier for you to go to research guides. And all of our departments are listed in alphabetical order so that it helps you take the guesswork out of what research you should be using or what databases you should be using to find research in your major or gen ed course, okay? So I'm going to scroll down and select education because that's my background, but you would, follow along and select your major here. So this is your librarian, your specific library contact in your field. So if you ever have any questions during the 4 years that you are at NU, contact them. They know what's going on. They're probably familiar with your assignments. It's good. There's some sort of background there in which they'd be the specialist to help you. So looking at the menu, though, more often than not, you're going to be looking at finding articles and journals. So we're going to click on that here. So instead of going through that database list, you'll notice that in this major, there are 7 or 8 different databases related to education research. So it helps narrow it down already. I am listed here because I am the graduate education contact. Jacqueline's the undergraduate education contact, just so you know. So what I'm going to do, because EBSCO is listed twice, is I'm going to take you into that database. But there's so many to choose from. Different databases have different subscriptions. That's why there's more than one. And I just want to show you, we're searching, yes, within the familiar EBSCO host, but it hosts ERIC, which is the Educational Research Information Center, Resource Information Center, something along those lines. But I wanted to choose the other one that was listed too, Academic Search Premier. So now I did narrow my results. Instead of searching all of the different databases that EBSCO hosts, I'm only searching 2. Now I'm actually going to branch off here and include library information science and technology abstracts because that's really my major. So I wanted to find education research as it relates to libraries, okay? And hit OK. So searching within those 3 databases, I'm going to put my topic in. I'm very interested in how students are motivated to learn. So it's actually called motivational pedagogy. I'm going to put that term in quotes because that's like a thing. And apparently it's a new thing because there's only one result. So what I'm going to do here is take a look at where the article is published because that'll give me a sense of how it was narrowed. Influence of sports education model and developing autonomous instruction could be useful, but it's within physical education and sport pedagogy, which is fine because I am taking a look at something related to coaching as it applies to traditional classrooms. So I want to take a look at the subject terms because these are just keywords that describe this article. So I'll get a better idea of what I should be using. Student motivation, obviously. Not physical education, but teaching methods is another term for pedagogy. Seems so obvious. when you see it, doesn't it? So just take note of what those are, change your keywords in the search box to get different results, or write them down in a piece of paper so that when you're doing research in this field, you're not starting from scratch every time you go to sit to do the research, right? Smarter, not harder. What else would I use? Self-determination, student attitudes. Yeah, absolutely. So I am going to include right now in a better search, student motivation, end quote, and teaching methods, end quote. Now I didn't put quote, student motivation and teaching methods, end quote, because what are the odds that an author actually used those terms together like that in a sentence? Not great. I don't like those odds. Keep the two terms separate. They're going to come up throughout a different article. Now we can search. Notice that we will have almost 8,000 results. Okay, let's take a little look at the left-hand side menu. Limit to scholarly or peer-reviewed journal articles, because more often than not, that's what your professors are asking for. Scroll down. I do not want information from 1951. I am not writing a book. I would like 2015, seems to be my default. I go back 5 to 7 years, but definitely don't go back more than 10. Depends on your topic always. And then update your results. And we have 1,700, which is way more manageable. Notice how, articles are very narrow to keep their focus. You have to be as well. Development of student motivation to learn English at the University of Mexico. The next one is self-regulation. That's another thing I should probably look at. Jot that keyword down. Science. So I could add up here and library. And now I have 25 results. So very specific. Those keywords are everything. Oh, I do really like this one. Oh, excellent. So I'm going to add that one to my folder, actually. The other ones aren't exactly, what's this? Okay, I'm getting too involved in my topic and I have to stay on track for you. So you're looking for the full text from Eric, the full text PDF, or even HTML full text. This might happen though. Check for full text link. Notice I did not narrow by full text over here because then you're only telling EBSCO to search what it has. This will keep it open to search all of our 120 databases simultaneously. So then all you do is click the linked article and it takes you to the database that has access to it. And I don't know what it's titled at this point. It should just be one, but it's not. So I'd have to go back and look. But for the sake of the video, I'm not going to put you through that. Now, this database, though, does not, oh, no, it does have citations, but it's fine. They don't all have them. What I tend to do, though, is just stick within EBSCO, click on the title, and then copy and paste what they give me when I click on Cite within the article. They have a lot of different citation formats here, so make sure you select the correct one and copy, and then add it to your bibliography or your reference page, works cited, depending on what you select, APA, Chicago, MLA. These are not 100% accurate, so use this, with the fact that you're going to go compare what the citation manual gives you, just to be sure that your citations are accurate before you submit to your professor. So I would also email this to myself just so I have backup, or you can download it. For the subject term, I definitely include the actual title because that way you can find this again in your email. And then I add the citation format and send. You never want to lose what you have, right? So whatever works for you. But this helps me. So if you have any additional questions, by all means, please contact me. You can always contact your librarian in your research guide or librarian by chat. Good luck with your finals.